Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Fika AI. I am happy to be here today with Chia Hwu, who is a product consultant for Wikimedia Enterprise. We've been here at the AI conference the last couple of days, and you and I have been fortunate enough to have a couple of really interesting conversations, and I learned so much from you, things I didn't know. So I'm hoping that you can share some of that with our community. For example, what is the Wikimedia Enterprise as opposed to Wikipedia?
So Wikimedia Enterprise is actually one of the arms of Wikimedia Foundation. So the foundation supports many projects.
Okay.
Wikipedia is only one of them. And each language of Wikipedia is actually its own project.
Okay.
Good times, I know.
Yeah.
But the things that people don't realize is that the foundation supports a lot of projects that have a lot of different data sets, like Wikidata. It's a knowledge graph adjacent project.
Yeah.
There's also Wikispecies, which
tell me about Wikispecies. I'm so curious.
It's all
Like,
about,
what's in there?
It's all about species and animals and plants. Yeah.
I love it.
But I think for this audience, you might be more interested in things like Wikimedia Commons, which has all of the images and video, audio files that are labeled.
Yep.
And it's held in its own project.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know, like, obviously when I was in school, everybody's like, oh, we'll just scrape Wikipedia. But I imagine that that kind of scraping must be really heavy on the foundation, right?
It is, and that's why there is an enterprise portion now. We actually have APIs that you can come to. Yeah, and we just launched where you can get recurring credits. So you can, if you're a low volume user, you just get credits every month, and you can just use it for your projects.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah, so you get really nice data that is not just the Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
You can get things like trust and credibility signals.
Ooh, tell me more about that.
So we give you a score on how confident we are in the edit being reverted.
Oh, I see.
So we're not going to tell you whether or not you should take it in or not.
Right.
But we'll give you a score. You get to set the threshold.
This is what our expectation is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's one common thing that I hear a lot, and in different versions when people are working on their AI projects. How do I know that the data I'm pulling in is good? Someone's using Common Crawl. It could be anything, right? So I definitely can see a lot of people who would be really interested in leveraging this data. Have you, like, in talking to people at the conference, have you had those kinds of conversations with folks, or how are people feeling about their access to quality data for their AI projects?
So we've definitely had a lot of I've definitely had a lot of conversations here. So part of what I'm doing is I am helping the product team at Wikimedia Enterprise talk to actual customers or people who are data reusers. And so I've spent the last 2 years talking to people who are reusing large data sets to understand, how should we look at the product roadmap? How should we be serving the community better in this AI, ML, knowledge graph world?
Right.
One of the things that I think a lot of people are surprised by is that we have APIs at all. Because most people are like, oh, I ingest Wikipedia, but we just got it from Hugging Face, or we got it from the data dump, which is great. But there's so much more data that we have that people are just not aware of. Yeah. And we just want to make it easier to use as well. Yeah. So that it's not as heavy of a lift.
Yeah.
Because what we found out from talking to large companies was they were like, hey, could you make this easier for us to use? Can you do X, Y, and Z? And the answer was, well, how are we going to support that? Right. So that's why there is this LLC portion.
Oh, I see. Got it. So the idea is that whatever that extra lift and requirement is sort of like takes care of itself and doesn't compromise what's happening with the foundation.
Exactly. And the other thing with the with Enterprise is we have SLAs. We'll tell you when the API is going to change. Yeah. It's not going to be like, oh, surprise.
Oh, so many times. So many times, Chai, so many times.
Yeah. So that's the thing that, but the other thing that we really are wanting people to understand is that, we're never going to charge you for the water, which is the data.
Right.
It's the pipes. It's
Yes, the pipe and the cup.
Yeah, the high pressure pipes, right? Like if you want the data on an hourly
at
basis.
Scale, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that gets expensive.
Oh, I bet.
And so, you know, to maintain all of that, we do ask the people who are using at that scale, please, you know, return something to us so that we can keep providing the service.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So I have a question for you. Like, I'm sure you've had lots of really interesting conversations. Like, is there anything when you think about AI moving forward that you're either really curious or really concerned about?
Well, actually, we're really curious about how people are thinking about agents. So about 6 months ago when we were doing the interviews, we talked to a lot of people who were talking about RAG.
Yeah.
So we actually just put out a post very recently. If you go to our blog, you can find you know, how to build a RAG with the Wikimedia Enterprise API.
Really?
With code snippets and everything, so you could just run through it and see how so we use Llama 3 as the as the example, and you can totally just try it out.
Where might someone find that?
It's
in the Wikimedia GitHub?
It's actually Wikimedia Enterprise blog.
Oh, okay. So the Wikimedia Enterprise blog is going to give you some how-tos on the API.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, and there's also, we just put out a post on credibility signals so you can understand what that means.
Yeah.
And we're also really friendly. If you're an AI practitioner and you really want to let us know how you're thinking about, you know, agentic, for example, because we are hearing that a lot at the conference.
Yep.
We would like to talk to you so that we can build and prioritize the correct things on our roadmap for where people are going.
I love it. How can someone find you to say, this is my agentic need and I would love the Wikidata to help me with that? Where can someone find you for feedback and to participate?
The best thing to do is to go to Wikimedia Enterprise. We have a contact us form.
Oh, great.
That's probably the safest way.
Yeah.
So yeah, just come to us, and we're very friendly. We love talking to people.
I can tell you it's absolutely true. Very friendly. We've had some really great talks over the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was really great to meet you, and I'm so glad that we got to share a little bit more about what is possible with Wikidata at the enterprise level. So for all of you who are looking for very fast pipes of the Wikimedia data, now you know where you can find it.
All right.
Thank you so much. It was really great to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. We'll see you again soon.
Bye,
everyone.
Bye.